Hello, I'm Jen. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are returning. I do hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be a collective reading. It is Palm Sunday. Currently, it is 6/29, April 13th, 2025. So I'm going to do a what have we been victorious over, since it is Palm Sunday. In the box below the video, you can connect with me on Facebook on my artist page. You can email me for consultations, tarot readings. There's instructions for all that. There's also a link to check out your birth chart. If you are interested in purchasing the oracle decks I've designed, the links for the FeralSpirit FeralSpirit oracle deck, which is what I'm going to be using. I'm also going to use the Soul Care deck. Okay, so if you like those and how they work, there are links in the box below the video. Keep in mind, too, that when I call out zodiac signs, it could be yours, it could be another person's, it could also be the transits. You are responsible for all your own choices after any reading from any reader. Also, use your discernment. If it makes sense for what's going on in your life or has been going on, then it's probably for you. If it doesn't, don't try to make it fit if it don't make sense. And keep in mind, timing is wibbly wobbly. So we're all doing different things on different clocks. This might resonate from past stuff, it could be present, or it could be future. I do try to call it out when I see it. So, the card, while I was shuffling and getting ready and just tidying up my space and clearing, was the card of Insanity, number 23. So, 23, 32, and 5, somebody could be a Taurus here. Somebody could be just feeling like they're going insane, like they have some sort of, doesn't feel like a bad obsession, it just feels like a minor obsession, and it's like I keep approaching this problem with the same approach and I'm not getting different results. That is what this feels like. That is the definition of insanity, is continuing to do the same thing, hoping for a different result. So with this card, I do feel like this could be a Taurus or somebody in your life that is a Taurus that has some sort of, it feels like a mild obsession. Like they have a lot. This could be also clutter. I'm picking up like a cluttering energy. So this is what we're going to be overcoming. So there's some sort of insanity here someone is dealing with. And I feel like that's what we're going to, what's motivating the victory, okay? It's like somebody is almost like done dealing with it. It feels like overwhelming energy. So we'll get some more oracle messages on there. Keep in mind these are collective. It could be your sun, moon, rising, north node, south node, Venus, or Mars. Or someone else's. All right, thank you, God, for these messages for whoever needs them. What are we becoming victorious over? What are we becoming victorious over today? Okay, so we do have some kindness here. 16, 61, and 7. This could be a Cancerian. I feel like this has to do with someone's household. I'll be so real. 7 is July energy, May, July. But also, I'm picking up like Cancerian energy, like somebody's household is just overwhelming, and there's something here that is like not changing. It feels like it is continuing to go the same. And somebody's trying to be really kind while dealing with all this. This feels like you're sorting something out, and while you're sorting it out, you're trying to keep in mind that you're overwhelmed with what's all going on, but also trying to be, I'm hearing graceful, so perhaps that resonates with somebody. Somebody does not like how something's going, but they are handling it rather well. This could also be somebody else showing you kindness, or you showing another person kindness while they are driving you crazy. So let's get a few more messages, oracle messages. Thank you, God. What are we becoming victorious over? Thank you, God. What are we becoming victorious over? All right, so we have number 1, the new beginning, or new growth, excuse me, but yes, definitely a new beginning. This could be somebody trying to reapproach something, restart something. Like I said, this feels overwhelming. Something to do with someone's household. I'm also picking up, I wanted to say Capricorn, but I'm hearing Aries, okay? So this is like head of household type stuff. You might be in charge in your house. You could be an Aries. Also, January could be relevant. Feels like 161, 23161 could be relevant here. I feel like somebody is taking charge of something. We'll get tarot on it as well. Yeah, it definitely feels like clutter energy. Like somebody's cleaning out their house. This is giving me like decluttering. Like somebody's had enough with some sort of clutter energy here. All right, let's get some soul care. What is this about? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. What are we becoming victorious over? Thank you, thank you. Wow, okay, that's a lot. Okay, so we have inner child. Maybe your kids are making a mess and you're trying to be really patient and gentle with them while you're getting this new start. You could be moving into a new home even. We have Aries. I did say Aries coming out. So we have Aries, first house, Mars, self, head. We also have Capricorn, 10th house, Saturn, status and reputation. So you could be trying to do all this. It feels like work, you know, like somebody is trying to, you know, work through this. Now I do have Taurus. Again, these are energies I have mentioned already. So second house, possessions, values, money, Venus energy. That is reversed. I feel like somebody here is letting go of some sort of, they're decluttering, whether that's decluttering, you know, the people in your life. That sounds horrible, but it's like sometimes we just have a lot of connections and they're overwhelming and it kind of drives us crazy, and we're trying to be loving and graceful and kind through them all while also trying to get our own house in order. That is definitely what this feels like, while trying to maintain work, ourself, and if we have kids, you know, with this inner child energy, this definitely feels like somebody that is trying to rearrange something in their life. Okay, I keep picking up that decluttering energy. We do have prayer and meditation coming out as well. So I feel like that is the advice or what somebody has been doing here. Interestingly enough, I did put that over this Saturn energy, this work energy, status and reputation. This also feels like praying to know what to let go of. We do have move it. I did say somebody feels like they're moving house, just so you guys can see that clear. So very interesting. Okay. All right, what is this energy that we're becoming victorious over? I did say we're becoming victorious over. So this is what's here. You're being kind, graceful, while having your new beginning, and also managing your home, work, letting go of things. This feels like a move with that inner child. You might be noticing that you're feeling some sort of stress or fear. Perhaps you have a previous experience with moving from a child, which is really hectic, and maybe your mom and dad or somebody, you know, your guardian, whatever. That person in charge wasn't exactly kind and graceful while all the changes were going on. Perhaps you're trying to do something new here. I definitely feel like this could be a Taurus or an Aries. I do have the Seven of Wands coming out. So the Seven of Wands is an energy of blocking and defending. I feel like somebody here knows that this stuff's in the way. Whatever this insanity energy is, this clutter energy, if somebody knows something's in the way here. Tell us more about this, because we're becoming victorious over this. Keep this in mind too, please, that we're becoming victorious over these energies. So what is this? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. All right, Queen of Swords is coming out. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is also somebody that might have said, like, hey, you know, if you get rid of this, you might feel better. This could be, you know, somebody giving you wise counsel on some sort of life philosophies. Got a weird hair going. You know, with the Queen of Swords, this is an energy where it's like, all right, I got to sort that over there and this over there. Okay, that's very much sword energy. This also feels like hacking down bushes. Gender does not matter, so you can be a male or female presenting, and just in this energy of this feminine energy of Queen of Swords. So like I said, this feels like somebody that is cutting through the BS, okay? They're cutting through the chaos, I'm hearing. So let's get one more on that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. I definitely feel like somebody's gotten some sort of advice, and it's because somebody pointed out lovingly, too, that if you got rid of this, you could start all over, you know, like do something else. Ten of Swords is here as well, more sword energy. Wow, okay. So whatever was in the way, somebody was like, yeah, it's not going to be like that. Ten of Swords. Okay, this is an argument. This is an ending. This is like the end of suffering. You can't really suffer anymore. This feels like it's as bad as it can get. Okay, and that's why perhaps this Queen of Swords energy is like, well, if you got rid of all this, you wouldn't be so overwhelmed. You know, if you did X, Y, Z, we'll get further into it. I do feel like this is somebody pointing out to someone else that their habits, the things they have, you know, whether it's internal possessions or external possessions, they're overwhelming you. I don't feel like somebody is trying to come from a place of hearing arrogance, so that you might have thought this person was being arrogant, but they're coming from a space of kindness and just logic. Like, sword energy is, there's no emotions involved. It's very detached. It's very just logical. And with the Queen of Swords, it's very philosophical. She understands where you're coming from, but she's also going to tell you the truth. Okay, so if that's your energy, so be it. If somebody around you could be their energy. The Ten of Swords, you know, this whatever was blocking is done. It's done. This is as bad as it can get. We do have the Two of Cups on the bottom, so perhaps this is a situation with another person. Somebody could be a friend, a lover, or a family member. It's just a Two of Cups. This is somebody that usually you're in harmony with, you get along with. It could be a relationship you're letting go of because it's just too messy. It's too much. Somebody could be having some inner child stuff that's ruling, like running their perception of things, okay? All right, let's move on. What is this kindness here? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Somebody also might have blocked some sort of message, and this hurt somebody's feelings. This could be a Taurus, an Aries, or I'm hearing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, strong Gemini energy here, and Libra energy. Leo as well with that Seven of Wands. So this could be somebody that, you know, blocked some sort of communication, and another person is not liking that. It's driving them crazy. We are becoming victorious over this. So this could be somebody that put up a boundary. Even with the Knight of Cups is coming out on kindness. So yeah, I definitely feel like somebody here is trying to, I'm hearing reprise. I'm not quite reprise. I gotta look it up. Sorry, guys. Reprise. Somebody's Knight of Cups. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. I feel like somebody here is trying to make things right, is what it's feeling like. Define reprise. Let's see what this says. All right, reprise, a repetition of a phrase or a verse, a return to an original theme, or a recurrence or resumption of an action. Okay, insanity. So that's what somebody here is trying to fix something, is what it feels like. It's kind of crazy, but let's start again. Let's try this again. Take it from the top. So it's Six of Cups. This is somebody you could have known since childhood. It's somebody you just known a really long time. Somebody you're thinking about, you're really nostalgic about. Let's say you're cleaning out your house and you have stuff from a past relationship, or, you know, just a previous time in your life. That's what this feels like, is kind of get you thinking. I will clarify that Ten of Swords. Something doesn't feel right. I mean, this feels like clutter anyway. So somebody might have been like, this is too crazy. I'm not doing it. This feels insane. So somebody definitely, Knight of Cups. This is somebody offering up feelings. They're moving on their feelings. We have the Fool, more Aries energy coming out. Somebody taking a leap of faith or learning how to do something here. I'm hearing with kindness. All right, we also have the Ten of Wands. So this is a burden. You have two tens here. Something is definitely, this is what you're becoming victorious over. Okay, keep that in mind. You know, what you're reigning victory over. So suffering, burdens, I feel like you're cutting out all that stuff. And you're doing it with hope. Okay, with that Fool card. And that Knight of Cups and Fool is giving me, like, I hope this works. Like, I'm trying. That's what this is. I'm trying. All right, let's get a little farther. What's this new growth? New growth, thank you. I feel like the new growth is the outcome. Five of Swords is coming out. Let's get a little bit more. What's this new growth? Five of Swords. This new growth. Thank you, God. Tower. Scorpio energies change. You have to change. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Page of Rings. Somebody here might be in recovery. It could be an addict and in recovery. Whatever your poison is. Pick your poison, whatever it is. So we have Five of Swords, Tower, and the Page of Rings. So there's some sort of problem here with the Five of Swords. It's gonna be like petty spite. It's definitely some sort of verbal conflict. Could be a conflict even in your thoughts. Somebody definitely has an overcrowded mind. I can feel that. My head's like, you know, when your thoughts start racing, you actually literally give yourself like a buzzing headache. It's like, feels like that. And there's an unexpected, with the Tower here, there's some sort of unexpected offer with this Page of Rings. It's a revelation. Something happens here where somebody's like, Maybe if I just offer this up, this page of rings, something tangible, if I give them something they can hold on to. This also feels like somebody's sorting out, like I said, their house stuff and divvying up stuff. Somebody's been through a lot and they're trying to move forward. They have a lot on their plate. They have a lot of pain that they've been through. They have a lot of stuff. Like this 10 of Wands feels like a burden, you know, it's heavy. It's also a 10, so these things are coming to an end. But then we have this Page of Pentacles. This is an opportunity. This is somebody learning something. I feel like somebody is offering up something here. We do have Judgment on the bottom. The Hermit, somebody's put a lot of thought in. Wow, this is all major arcana. We have, what do we got here? 2 on the table. But we have Judgment, the Hermit. Okay, so somebody making a decision. They've put a lot of thought into this. They're trying to be wise. They're doing their best to be wise. And Temperance and the Ace of Wands. So this is definitely some sort of balancing out, practicing patience. But also, it's, you know, it's time for this new beginning for whoever this is. And I feel like that's that victory energy, is like somebody knows that it's time to either heal the situation, let go of certain things. I feel like they're definitely letting go of some sort of pain, something they've been carrying around for a really long time. There is some blocked emotion here that is causing a problem. What is the blocked emotion? Do I want to use this deck? We'll just keep using this deck to clarify. Alright, I just heard get another deck. Okay. We'll use Tarot de Massol. Alright. So what... This also feels like somebody trying to stand their ground, and it's causing another person pain. They're not doing it to just do it. They are doing it because they feel like they're right, with that Queen of Swords energy. It's like they know what they're doing, and it's causing someone else pain. Put yourself where it makes sense there. What is this? 7 of Wands, Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords. Please clarify. Thank you, God. All right, so Page of Cups. So this could be an apology of some sort. This could be, somebody just not giving enough. This a little bit of emotion with all these swords. It's not going to really bode well. It's like a drop in the bucket of swords. It's like a cotton ball in a bucket of swords is the best way to explain this. Not helpful. So not really going to have a huge impact. So what's the Page of Cups about for the viewer? Like, because this is what we're becoming victorious. And whatever problem was here, I feel like it's getting sorted. It's just in a really unexpected way. It's almost like all the pain and suffering you've been going through or are going through. I feel like one problem dissipates, but there's still this conflict here with this 5 of Swords. Now, this is something you have overcome, but you also realize you're the one in charge of it. You have the upper hand, okay? Now, this might have been just some sort of argument. You realize that the way you went about something. This is a huge energy of somebody trying to be kind and graceful while they're stressed out, okay? So somebody might have like snipped at you, or they said something untoward, or just having a rough moment, and I feel like they recognize that. We do have the 3 of Swords coming out. So this is really disappointing. Cotton ball and a bucket of swords. Okay, it's really disappointing. This wasn't enough. Somebody was supposed to take charge here, and I feel like they did not, and that was that. Somebody also might have been lying and coming off as insincere. One more, please. Thank you. All right, we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, some sort of, they were trying to move forward too fast and tripped over the bucket of swords after putting the cotton ball in it. Like, didn't I help? And this Queen of Swords is like, no, you did not. This is also some sort of communication. Like I said, it just wasn't enough. Somebody needed somebody to be more assertive here, and they weren't. So the other person, the other energy, entity was like, well, then I will be. And 10 of Swords. We're done here. No more. As painful as it is, I need someone that is in that Aries energy that can help, step up, lead the way. So I feel like that is definitely what somebody is doing here. They're also overcoming some sort of mental insanity. Keep this in mind, okay? So this is all these swords, that's all thoughts and stuff. So this is somebody here who is overcoming this heartache and disappointment. This feels like self-love. This feels like I had to do this so that I could love myself more, be more kind to myself and the people I'm actually interacting with. This feels like somebody that might have been just driving you nuts, or a situation, household situation that might just been driving you kind of crazy. There's just strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Capricorn, Taurus. I was picking up Cancerian energy. We have Sagittarius, strong Aries, strong Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There's definitely some sort of conflict in another Ace of Wands. We did have that on the other deck here, underneath everything. All right, so what is this Knight of Cups, Fool, and Ten of Wands? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. What is all this energy here that we're becoming victorious over? This feels like somebody recognizing they need to say something. Queen of Swords again. Perhaps it was the Queen of Swords that was too pointy with her knife, with her sword, the Ace of Swords as well. So this is somebody who's realizing the truth. They're expressing some sort of truth here. That's that Fool energy. It's like, I'm coming back at this, but in a more philosophical way. There's some sort of truth that is denied. Somebody knows someone is not telling the truth here. Somebody is either deceiving themselves or they're deceiving another person. I'm hearing a group of people. So that's not cool. There's emotion here, but it's also a strategic stalemate. Okay, I'm hearing that. So somebody might have hit pause for cause so that they could get themselves in a more kind space, and a more loving space. I feel like this is big. Okay, it's heavy with that Ten of Wands. This has been something that is just really on their mind. It's a strategic stalemate. So it's like somebody walking away going, okay, let's readdress this when we're both calmer. That would be a Queen of Swords. What's the Ace of Swords here? Somebody knows the truth. Somebody is getting frustrated. This feels frustrated that somebody will not admit a lie. Could be about a lover. We have the Gemini card coming out. We have this, you know, the lovers. This is a choice in love. Somebody walked away so they could choose very clearly. They're thinking about this. This is a big deal. This feels like somebody was trying to do something the same way they've always done it, and that did not work. So they're like, nope, can't do it that way. And then they readdress this situation. Very well could be an air sign. They readdress this situation with that Knight of Cups and that kindness energy, right? Being more kind, loving, grace-giving, forgiving, you know, all these things, these good things. And they're taking a leap of faith here by explaining this. Somebody might need to explain that they had a third party, or that they're choosing a third party. Made a choice. Somebody made a choice here to be loving. They see very clearly too what the choice is, the loving choice is. Let's get a little, yeah, Two of Wands on the bottom. Hermit. They've thought about this a lot, about what makes them happy, to the point that they almost got trapped in their head about it. What is this? Let's put one more on this Knight of Cups, Fool, and Ten of Wands. It's somebody who's got a lot of feelings they're coming in with. Their on a hope and a prayer. This feels like somebody might have walked away from the situation for a minute to gather themselves. Yeah, Strength card, Leo energy. So it's that grace-giving energy. Somebody's coming back at this a lot more graceful. They've seen some truth here. So definitely whatever it is, somebody might have pointed out, well, you're lying to yourself. And then left the conversation. And another energy could be where it's at, where it's like, well, I know that they know the truth. Which is why I love them. Lovers, right? And they're strong enough to speak up about this truth. They weren't scared to say something. They weren't scared to call out the insanity. They weren't scared to tell me I was in charge of causing my own problem here. That type of vibe, okay? So keep that in mind. Strong Leo energy here. This is also giving me home and hearth. So this is going to impact your house, your living situation, your connections, stuff like that. I also feel like somebody is expressing that it's a lot. They've been shouldering a lot, and they're going to be very pointed about this, very precise about this. It's like, I love you, but this is a lot, and I'm struggling with dealing with all of this, which is why that prayer and meditation's here. It just feels like work, like just a lot of energy, trying to balance home, work, relationships, even schooling. Especially with all that swords energy, you know, this could be somebody studying something, learning something. This could be a doctor or a counselor of some sort, a therapist giving some sort of advice. Somebody could be in therapy, like I said, recovery energy. I feel like somebody is expressing a truth about a lover's connection, and it feels like a strong bond, okay? So let's go over here to this Five of Swords, because there is definitely a new beginning here, because somebody lets go of something so they can make space for another thing. What is this Five of Swords, Tower, and Page of Wands? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. All right, so we have Six of Swords coming out. So this is, yeah, so whatever conflict this was, is somebody wants to move away from all this. They've given it thought. They're like, I got to let this problem go. I got to let this spite go. I got to let this underhanded thing go. Whatever it was that I feel betrayed by, or that it's just, you know, it's been a problem. This feels like grudge type energy. It's like, I've got to let the grudge go. My left ear is ringing. So, you know, this is an alert to someone. Somebody's very aware they need to let this go. And I feel like this is a victory reading, right? So things we're becoming victorious over. Knight of Wands. This is principles, Sagittarius energy. Principles, ethics, morals. How I interact with my environment, though. How we interact in our environment. So this is definitely somebody letting go of some sort of grudge and moving forward. I feel like this is really unexpected because there's a lot of passion behind it. Now, we do have love and kindness. This could definitely be like a couple. This could be, you know, even a family situation. I'm picking up more of a, this is romantic. This feels like a couple trying to sort something out here. I also feel like with all this queen and this page, somebody, you know, there could be a younger, more youthful energies involved here. Somebody also could have said something about a child that was disappointing. This feels like teenagers running in and out of the house. Just lots of chaos. It could be moving day. Like, it just feels like a lot. But you're really, really in control of this with this Queen of Swords energy. Like I said, gender does not matter. And both these queens, okay, are looking this way towards the past. So whatever this Ten of Swords was, whatever this disappointing communication, this cotton ball and the bucket of swords, right? How helpful is that? It's not helpful. This Queen of Swords is really looking at this, and I feel like they see the truth, and they're choosing to be loving here and to be the strong one, and here, the bigger person, which is why they're letting go of this grudge and coming in. This could be definitely a fire sign or an air sign. That is what's out here heavy. As far as entities go, we do have Capricorn, Taurus, as well as Scorpio. So there's a change. That Scorpio energy is really just giving me transformation. Something has to end the way it is. It's got to change, you know. So tell us more about this Five of Swords, Tower, Page of Rings. This feels like somebody offering up an olive branch. Get it? Palm Sunday, olive branch. That feels like what that is. Okay. That is the Three of Pentacles falling on the floor. So definitely some sort of compromise here is what I'm picking up. Teamwork, somebody working with somebody. It's a contract. What is this energy with this Five Swords, Tower, and Page of Rings? Thank you, God. I'm hearing clarify the Tower. Okay, what's the Tower then here for the viewer? Thank you, God. More Scorpio energy, the Death card. So this is an ending. Somebody just finally puts an end to something here. They make a permanent change, okay? Now remember, there's always is coming up to resurrection. So with this energy, it's like whatever ends, something else will begin, okay? You do have this new growth up here. You also have a death right here. So it's giving me resurrection energy. So when this tower falls down and it collapses, there is a new start here with that Page of Rings. It's a new seed being planted. Definitely could be a Scorpio ending something. Or Scorpio involved. King of Swords. Okay, so now we have a couple out here. We have the King and the Queen. And the King of Swords is looking at this change. Okay, they know they have to let go of this grudge. They have a lot of passion for whatever it is, a lot of forward movement to end something here. And I feel like it's really unexpected. They've thought about this for a really long time. They know what they need to do. The King of Swords is a very logical, like the maths. They've put a lot of thought into it, a lot of planning. Not necessarily like the Knight of Pentacles or the Pentacles suit, but this is more of I have a plan of action up here. And then the Pentacles would be, I'm going to apply that plan of action, okay? So what is this King of Swords thinking about all these unexpected ending? Moon card, there's some sort of uncertainty here. I feel like I'm not sure how this is going to go, but also Cancerian energy. This is going to impact someone's household, okay? Your living situation, your home. Star card, more Aquarius energy. Yeah, this is going to affect a big area of your life. That Aquarius energy is going to heal it, though. Somebody's not sure how, but it is going to be healed. There's some sort of recognition here. Whatever was uncertain, somebody is recognizing that it's uncertain. And it's that leap of faith energy where it's like, man, I got to try at least. So somebody ends something here to start something new. What's the Page of Rings? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. What's the Page of Rings for my viewer? Okay, so we have the Hierophant coming out reversed. That is giving me, it could be a lack of commitment, it could be an unstable foundation of some sort, higher commitment. You know, it's just, this is somebody's knows that what they're doing isn't working, right? Their traditions, their beliefs, something they believe isn't working. But this could also give me unorthodox, like they haven't done this before. It's a new thing with that insanity energy. This is somebody trying something new. And I feel like it's successful. We have the Two of Swords coming out. I feel like they've denied this before. That's that Two of Swords energy over here, where it's like a strategic stalemate. It feels like somebody consciously doing something different. Good for you. Good for you. One more, please. Page of Rings. This is offer. This learning something. Learning how to do something differently. This is Page of Rings. Closing out a cycle. World card. All right, so somebody's definitely here shifting energies. They're ending something. Four of Wands on the bottom. This is going to involve a house, a home, a family situation. This is changing your life. Somebody is changing something permanently so they can have this new beginning. I feel like they've prayed on it. God has revealed, whoever this is, God has revealed to them that they showed them, what do you need to let go of? This is what you need to let go of. That Taurus energy, you know, it's reversed under here. You know, what am I valuing that's that Hierophant reverse? What am I valuing that's not working for me? What am I clutching onto? What am I clinging to? What am I trying to possess? What is it I value, you know, that it's holding me back? No more. I feel like this is going to be no more. Four of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Temperance. Remember, we had the Temperance in the other deck, and the Three of Cups. So somebody here is going to start working in a more helpful way. This is going to be cooperation. This is going to be a lot better energy after this is handled. Once somebody comes in with this offer, their approach is new. This is definitely, you're going to notice the difference. They have a truth here. There's a lot of swords, a lot of planning, a lot of preparation. I feel like somebody knows they had to do something different to close out a cycle. And what that did was that opened you up for this Page of Rings. You're trying something new. Okay, that's entry-level energy. So it's a student-type energy. They're following someone's advice here, I think. I think they've been given this advice a lot, but finally they're officially taking it. They're choosing what they want, what they love, and they're going towards that. It's definitely Four of Wands. That's a happy home, a fun time. You know, with the Three of Cups, this is somebody reconnecting or connecting with someone because they've let something else go here. I feel like what you're letting go is going to be some sort of habits, beliefs, clutter. This is relevant for you. You're decluttering your house. You're very aware that you are handling this in a different way than you've ever handled it before. And that you have to seriously, this is with that Tower and that Death card, that is an unexpected death even. I'm sorry if you lost anybody, but this is somebody's unexpected death that has changed someone's thinking with that King of Swords. And that Moon card is whatever was in the subconscious with that King of Swords and the Moon card is now being healed because of this unexpected ending, okay? All right, let's get some clues on this. Ooh, this is a big one. 3335 on the clock. So those might be clues for someone. All right, what are the clues for this reading? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Congratulations, you have become victorious over some bad habits. Very good. That's great. This is a change. This is resurrection energy, okay? It's just doing something in a new way. You know, so we have C, first name, middle name, last name, initial, headphones. I'm hearing Katrina. C-A-T-R-I-N-I-A is what's coming across. Katrina. We have I. First name, middle name, last name, initial. Somebody could wear headphones, or somebody could just have overheard this. They could hear the insanity here with their. This is like somebody knowing their own BS. So we have M, Michael and Mitchell, Micah. Somebody could be a painter. Tuesday, August, more Leo Somebody could be a singer, MIC. Somebody's finally going to speak up and say something, pick up mic energy, like I got the mic, or drop the mic. Somebody might have dropped the mic. Especially with this energy here, it's like, yeah, no, that's causing me pain. Not doing that. There's a cotton ball and a bucket of swords. I needed you to put the bucket of swords over here, not throw a cotton ball in there. So, mic drop. Somebody said their piece, what they needed to say. All right, let's get some more clues here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. All right, we have L coming out. Something about someone's license. 16th through the 30th. This could be happening at the end of April. We have K. Something about click. Something just clicked with someone. Somebody's realizing too, maybe the people they had around with that click energy wasn't very helpful. We have H. Something about Martin Luther King. I'm also picking up Hawaii. Pineapples. Somebody might like pineapples. Something about that. Spiritual meaning of pineapples. I'd look that up. That's a gift. Yeah. Z. Somebody's name here is Clive or Cliff. 12 to 11 a.m. Something about overnight. O. Something about Zoloft. Ooh, somebody definitely might be an addict here. September, Libra. Virgo, Libra energy. Somebody's habits. Magics, miracles. That fell on September. Somebody might have tried to manipulate a situation in September. They might have either been a practitioner where they tried to work a spell, or they were praying for a miracle. We'll clarify that. I usually clarify those ones. Just because it's a bit heavy. Something here was just out of alignment, guys, and I feel like it's going to click back into place, like click. I'm hearing like click. It finally clicks with someone what they need to do here. We have an open ally. I feel like that's that Queen of Swords where somebody was advising someone, you know, giving them advice, trying to help with the last. One more, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Ooh, that one says the Fool. Wednesday. Okay, so something about last Wednesday. You realized you had a friend last Wednesday. What was last Wednesday? Last Wednesday was the 9th of April. So, an Ace of Swords on the bottom of this deck. And Saturday. That's more of that Saturn energy. Okay? Definitely picking up Leo, Virgo, some sort of communication on Tuesday came through. I wanted to clarify this magics and miracles. What is this magics and miracles? 7 of Cups is falling out. So somebody might have tried, like I said, manipulate a situation, try to confuse you, try to cause some sort of confusion, illusion. Somebody's denying something to themselves. 3 of Coins, somebody lying to themselves or manipulating a situation about a third party or a third contract or some sort of contract, trying to cause some sort of illusion. Who is this that was trying to cause illusion, disillusion, some sort of, what is this, confusion in a contract? Who is this that's doing this magics or miracles? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. All right, 7 of Rings. So 737 could be a number you've been seeing. This is 7 of Rings. That is going to be Capricorn energy. So this could be a Capricorn. They have deep regrets. We have 5 of Cups on the bottom here. Scorpio energy. There's some sort of, somebody might have tried to manipulate a work contract. I feel like in September. Something to do with their habits. Somebody tried to confuse someone about a contract and what they were investing in, making someone wait. Because you have the 7 and the 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that makes the 10 of Pentacles. This is definitely somebody's money or some sort of long-term commitment. Somebody was causing some sort of confusion in a contract. This feels like a third party. Could be a lover. We do have the Lovers coming out here. I feel like somebody knows now in this energy here what to do, what they're choosing with that love. I'm sorry if that is you. That sucks. And they should feel bad. They might have been drunk when this happened and single. Knight of Swords, moving hastily, saying some stuff about a 2 of Cups. Aquarius, the moon, stuff that they really had no business saying about because they knew nothing about it, right? These are things that are going on behind the scenes with that moon energy. So keep that in mind. Definitely could have been an earth sign. Something about Cleopatra. Somebody might really resonate with the Egyptian stuff or the Egyptian culture or just be Egyptian. I'm hearing Kim. I see Kim here, actually. So we do have Kim. I also am hearing lock. Somebody might change the locks on a door. Don't forget, if you're moving, make sure you leave your keys. Or if you're, leaving, lock the door. Something about the closet. Check the closet. Kim, check the hall closet. I just heard that. All right, so Kim, if you're moving, check the hall closet. Also, something about the clock. Watch the clock. I'm hearing Keith and Kayla as well off that K. Something here with the Z and the O, Zozo. That's on the Led Zeppelin album. I'm not sure what that means. Let's look it up real quick. I think that might have just been some art on their album. Somebody might like Led Zeppelin. Somebody might also just be into classic rock, or they could be a 60s or born in the 60s or the 80s. 60s or the 80s. 60s or 70s. Divine Zozo. Let's see. See what that is. Zozo. Z-O-Z-O. Let's see what that comes up with. Wow. That's no good. Somebody might have been playing with a Ouija board. There is Zozo Demon is a mysterious entity often associated with Ouija boards. All right, so wow, okay. It's an ancient mysterious demon with foggy origins who communicates with people through a Ouija board. So don't be playing. That's that magic and mirror. Somebody might even try. It could have been an entity even. I recommend prayer, okay? Call on God to clear your house from all evil. I also recommend asking God to clear yourself from all evil, okay? And then smudge. Open your windows, smudge your house, however you got to do that. If you don't know how to do it, look it up online or ask someone that does. Ask a priest to come in and pray, minister, somebody to come in and pray if you don't know how to do that. Email me, I'll tell you how to do it. I'm trying to tell you how to do it right now. But seriously, you've got to invoke God's name in your space and in your body, okay? The Most High God, not this. So you guys be careful if you're playing with stuff that you don't understand, okay? This is very dangerous energy. Somebody might have let something in and just been causing chaos in their life. Some sort of spirit of something. It's really weird. It's attached to some sort of habit that someone had. Something about overnight. You might be hearing bumps in the night. I feel like you're healing all this, okay? This is also giving me, if you're moving house, make sure you clear that old house out so you're not leaving another person to deal with that. Wow, that's really eerie energy. Wasn't expecting that. Caught me off guard. Big time. Somebody was playing with something that they didn't understand, and it is backfiring. Or it has backfired, and maybe that's this whole new thing here. I don't know. I don't know. Wow. Definitely do some research if that's resonating with you. If you were playing, I mean, we got a demon and magic out here. So somebody was playing in something. I don't know how is this relevant to this reading? Oh my gosh. Like, how is this relevant to this reading? 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so this giving me somebody's been holding back because of this, or being held back, held on to. This lack mindset, this hoarding energy is because of this. Somebody might need to clear your space. You need to clear your space. Knight of Cups, Page of Wands. Yes. Trust your feelings. Clear your space. If anything with a Ouija board, if you're a practitioner of any sort, or you were just messing around in a space you didn't understand, clear your space. Okay? Definitely some decluttering energy here. You didn't realize it was going to be an entity, but it makes sense. Definitely look closer at something here. I'm also hearing somebody likes someone. They're like, I like them. And I feel like that has also been in the way here with that, you know, that strategic stalemate where it's like, I like you, but I gotta walk away or I'm gonna ruin this. Or make it worse than it actually is. Something about the last holiday. Something about Harriet. Harley. Something about an instant message too. I feel like somebody checked their phone in front of someone else and their friend was helping them. This open ally energy could be a friend or a family member or just, you know, coworker. Somebody was helping them answer a message, I feel like on Tuesday. Okay, so that it didn't make it worse. Thank you for the confirmation. Yes, that's definitely what I feel like was happening here. I gotta clap my hands to get rid of that energy. I don't like it. Definitely going to clear all this. I hope this is helpful, guys. Okay. Definitely hope this is helpful. Please clear your house. Good luck decluttering if you are moving. Good luck with all that. Do keep in mind to be patient and give yourself and anyone around you, helping children, whatever, give them grace and kindness. I feel like whatever this is a reading about what you're becoming victorious over. This entity, you're going to tell it to go back to whence it came. Okay? I feel like that's the victory here, is getting rid of all the insanity and all the insane entities in your energy. So, like I said, I do hope this is hopeful. I don't know if I said hopeful or helpful. Stay hopeful, and I do hope this is helpful. And until I talk to you again, many, many, many blessings.